name is Monique Meadows.
Russell.
We met when he was on active duty. We have two beautiful boys. I was always working with children. I worked at a daycare, and where the daycare was located, there was a shelter. And so a lot of the students that lived in the shelter attended the daycare, and they didn't want to live in the shelter. So I started taking them in, letting them stay with me. And then it was one particular little boy that was looking for a home, and they said, well, in order for you to keep him, you'll need to become a foster parent. And I told my husband that was very dear to my heart to become a foster parent, because there's such a high demand and need for these children to have a loving, safe home where they feel like they belong. It was really hard, especially homeschooling, doing it online. The children not being able to be around other children for socialization, and coming up with different ideas of activities to do with them.
I would say this because we had planned out summer vacation. It was going to Florida. Instead of cooking every day, we got to venture out different restaurants, doing more activities nevertheless.
Yes,
And,
we were able to visit all the parks, and like we said, we had said, okay, today we'll have sandwiches, tomorrow we'll have hot dogs, we have to buy the cereal, we have to get some milk, and that helped a lot. So we were able to stop at the different states, explain the history to them. If it had not been for the stipend, it would have been a little bit more stressful with cooking and not being able to get a break. And it's already stressful when you're traveling. So that was a big help. But the joy of it is giving them a home, letting them know that even though they're not with their parents, they have other parents there to care for them, to love them, to help them grow, to teach them, to show them values, morals, give them a place of security.
It was difficult for everybody. Kids weren't going to school, parents had to maintain jobs, which caused them to use PTO. DSS had a high turnover, so we got not as much support from social workers because they had their own families and kids that couldn't go to school. So that whole snowball effect just really took off in the heat of COVID. Parents weren't able to have kids socialize, have them in after school activities. Kids couldn't go to birthday parties, and we really just saw then a backup in the system. Kids weren't able to visit with their families and get into court. So it really put a damper in everything that we do day to day. We couldn't have that connection with being in the homes. Everything had to be over Zoom and converting to technology and being able to really just jump in and figure out how we're still going to support these parents and these kids while also maintaining, our regulations and our job, and really just making sure everyone was safe and supported. Because we couldn't do much if there was a disruption or a crisis. We couldn't respond in person. We weren't able to provide the support that we normally would have. We were able to pay parents to provide day respite for other parents who did have to work. We were able actually to give an enhanced daily rate to all parents to be able to buy more homeschooling supplies, do more in-home activities, order magazines and outsource some things.
those extra funds saved that kid from being so disrupted where he had to be removed from the home. With that extra resource, we got back in control somewhat of his behavior. So I think that stabilized him, and that's still remaining. So it's been over a year now. So I still say we're in a good place with that challenge for their child.